title for this is Why I Drift a Ferrari, which I don't. He drives. So why don't you introduce yourself real quickly?
Why do I drift a Ferrari? Hi guys, I'm Federico Sceriffo. We're here at Texas, round 7. And my friend now is gonna kill me of questions and I have no choice to answer.
Okay, well let's start off with the super obvious. Why do you drive a Ferrari? Before we jump into your history and stuff, because I think the history is super interesting too.
Well, I drive a Ferrari because it was a dream of mine. That unreachable, probably, goal that you think. So when the opportunity came, I just did it. And I do it also to see the amazed expressions on people's faces and what they tell me, like, is it a kid car? I said, no, it's a, it's a real car. And they're like, oh my God, you know, sometimes I have to catch people because it's still not normal for me to drive it. So I do understand that it's still not normal for the society in a good way to digest it. You understand?
No, it's very surprising. Like,
there's still a lot
impact
to know. Yes.
Immediately.
Grazie.
So you said you wanted to drive a Ferrari. Now, was this an impulse Ferrari because you just wanted a Ferrari, or was this the exact chassis you wanted? Like, why didn't you start with a 458 or a 360? You know what I mean? Like a mid-engine type.
The rear mid-engine, I think it's even way more difficult. And for the sport we do, I do believe that this is so balanced, you can't even imagine. She's like perfectly balanced OEM, right? And I'm trying actually to keep all the benefits and all the, let's say, prestige that the car can have because it's a Ferrari chassis and they know what they're doing, trying to take it to the drifting. But this, of course, not always like gets together, right? She's a super grippy car that she has no middle line. I mean, like, or you're super grippy, so you make her looser, she's still grippy. You make her looser, she's still grippy, and then boom, she's so loose. Okay? So I'm trying to figure out many things. Plus I'm trying to study the tracks. Plus I'm trying to study the guys that are actually pretty wild and have wild cars, right? But I believe that we're really close to doing some amazing performance.
Do you think this is a good chassis and it's not holding you back? You know what I mean? Because we know it's difficult.
So from my school, if I tell you, yes, it's holding me back. I mean, I received like a lightning, you know, from Japan, and I'm there. So it's holding me back. Yeah, it's holding me back without, you know, being a big head or trying to sound like I'm bragging. Yeah, it's holding me back. But the taste, the hustle, when you see a result, when you see this big result, it's a result, like a huge result, right? And the taste that she gives me, it's so special. Also, you feel you're driving a supercar. Like, you know, those supercars you are driving when you have a chance in your life, right? Or if you own it, right? So every time, even now that she's so stripped and everything, when you get in, it still has the smell of La Ferrari, ragazzi. I mean, I don't know if you can understand, you know?
We don't own Ferraris, so we don't know.
Well, you can jump in, you get it right away, you're like, oh, you know? So you get that taste still of driving a supercar. Yeah. You get the taste of drifting with the supercar. That's like a mix of emotions because, of course, it's not normal. And then at the same time, she brings you back to reality because she says, yeah, but, you know, I should not be doing this. And, you know, maybe today we go this way. And you're like, no, we have to go that way. You know, you have to bring her back on track and plus develop her. So I don't think she's holding me back. It just is what it is, okay? And when we will get the results and when we'll, I mean, results, we're getting results because we're improving a lot. So those are results, right? I want better results. Of course, 16, top 8, top 4. Why not win, you know? Why not win? Like, mistakenly win, you know? I mean, so said this, it's coming soon and it's gonna have even a more beautiful taste.
Okay.
I mean,
Do you have any support from Ferrari? Or do they take any interest in stuff?
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
really?
Back home, everybody knows Fiorella because I've been bugging and annoying the world, you know, when we were building her. So it's a project that many people know, and also support in a moral way, in an approval, verbal way. So that's already very important for me. It's already a big step.
Is this the car that was at Daigo's shop for a long time that Daigo was building, or is this a different car?
It's that car.
Okay, so it's the same one.
Yeah.
It's interesting how long like some of these cars are around, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because that car must have been around for 10 years now,
well,
with the intention of someone drifting it and building it, you know what I mean? Six?
Probably.
Oh, man.
Or 5.
I feel like it's longer than that.
No.
I'm old though.
No.
Lose track of time.
It's 5 or 6 years, yeah. Daigo started the project and then probably got very busy, you know, as a schedule-wise, and so we decided to finish the car in Italy.
One of the reasons I was also talking to him, not just because it's a Ferrari, because we'll get back to that and he'll show us around the car in a second and show us his favorite parts and stuff, but while Formula D was still in its infancy in its first few years, he was driving professionally over in Japan in D1. He was part of Team Orange. You started off, and I heard, a STI, like an all-wheel drive car, is that correct?
Yes. I started.
So you're driving an actual all-wheel drive car?
No, it was a
it was just
Subaru STI converted in rear-wheel drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody said for some reason it was all-wheel drive.
I started with all-wheel drive for a half a season when drifting was like still really at its beginning in Italy. It was nothing. I mean,
so that wasn't Team Orange, that was another car?
Yes, that was the yellow Subaru.
Okay.
And then after 2 years that I was driving around Europe in 2005 and 6, I met Team Orange in Greece, that we were both invited for a show with the Subarus, right? But I already knew them because, I mean, they are idols and legends, you know, of the sport. And then I had the amazing occasion to be part of it as a driver for 7 years. I still am working, of course, with them as an instructor, as demos. I actually designed their suits still. Oh, wow. I mean, they're like a family. So it's something that never stops, of course. I can't physically, like I see other drivers that I envy, you know, do like two, 3 big championships in sequence. This is so demanding here, you know, really demanding. She is so demanding.
You have to do all the development and everything, like that. You have so much to do. You can't buy anything off the shelf, I would assume.
No.
So that means, so I have a love affair with Ebisu. Okay. So you must have been driving an Ebisu back in like 2008.
Yes.
I'm so jealous.
I'm the first non-Japanese driver that entered in the D1GP in Japan.
Wow.
Because they had, of course, the D1GP overseas, but yeah.
I could ask you about your favorite experiences with like Team Orange and driving in D1. About how many D1 events have you competed in?
I think more than 40.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, from 2008 to 2015.
How is it being an outsider there competing in like a Japanese sport like that? Were you well accepted? Was it fun? Was it smooth, if you know what I mean?
Like every sport, like you're, let's say, you know, the mood of the motorsport is you're loved until you don't start being a problem, you know? And technically wise, performance wise, no, they are amazing.
Yeah.
They are amazing. It's another big community. Of course, the difference was that I did not know Japanese for the first, well, I don't know perfect Japanese still now, but I kind of understand. I did not know Japanese for the first minimum 4 years, you know, so it's way different than when, let's say, I came here and right away I understand all of what you guys are saying, not because I want to know, it's just the briefing and, you know, what's going on and what we have to do during the program, during the weekend. It's a little bit easier in the backstage than what it was there, right? But they made me feel really at home because, you know, I was like, I don't know if you saw, you know, I think it's 46 or 47 Running, the movie, you know, that he's like he's a samurai, but he's not.
Yeah.
When the Keanu Reeves, right? I was treated a little bit like that. So whip and carrot, whip and carrot. Yeah.
How does D1 compare to FD?
Well, that's a very
huge question.
Ah.
Just give us a few examples.
Okay.
Condense it into a 45-second answer. We're also, by the way, in the pits of Formula D, so things are really loud sometimes. Sorry. We'll just keep talking though.
So, what examples can we make? Here.
How about the tracks?
Okay.
The difference in tracks.
So there you start from super fast to go slow. Mm-hmm. Slow to slow, go towards slowing down. Here you start fastish to increase the speed during the run. Mm-hmm. In a few tracks we go and then we tied up, right? Mm-hmm. But it's rare. So the concept here is progression. Mm-hmm. There is arriving there is no tomorrow, and then technically slowing down. Mm-hmm. Here, these wall rides are amazing. These bankings are amazing. Okay, there, it's more about the trend of driving styles that are there from the beginning, and they just want that kind of flick, that kind of situation. And I think here they wanted more show, impact on camera, and the drivers followed. And so honestly it maybe grew more rapidly, even if it started a little after, but I think that from 2000, probably what I'm looking, right, from 2010, 11 or 12, FD maybe with the needs from the corporation, let's say, and as the following of the drivers of the needs, it grew. Also, you guys have this really very nice showcase style. So you know what you're doing when you're editing something. You know where the shot has to be taken from. And the thing that D1 suffered a lot, and I'm sure this has been a big difference, is that they never really concentrated themselves on live until a few years ago. Plus all in Japanese, it didn't help so much, right? I'm missing the environment. I'm missing the drivers. They're friends. It's part of my career. That is a job, of course, but then you connect human relationships that are even more important than what's happening sometimes, right? So I miss them. I think they all are rooting, because I'm, I'm like...
it's kind of the dream.
I'm like an Italian samurai for them, you understand?
Yeah.
So they are really all rooting for me. Well, like Kuma and Naoto are coming next round in Irwindale.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kuma is coming to whip me, generally, as he does. And Naoto is coming to spot me.
Cool.
Yeah. So they're coming in Irwindale, by the way.
That's nice to have such support and stuff from people like that.
Yes.
Because I've always tried to explain Kuma Kubo is like, it sounds weird to say he's underrated because you've been around him a lot, but he's the most underrated person in drifting. He owns the best complex for drifting in the world, the biggest circuit.
He's very quiet, he's very low profile. He wants to be very low profile.
He's on the cover of video games, like the only real video game for drifting, he's on the cover.
I'll tell you another story now.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say.
About video games.
And he's like one of the best drivers in the world. And he's been leading it for like the last...
still is now, probably?
No, I know. He's amazing.
No, I swear. Kuma is next level, like seriously.
I know, because he drives at that... He owns Ebisu. Like, he created the tracks that and they're mental tracks. Yes. He's the only person that really created any type of imaginative track in the world for drifting, if that makes sense.
Him and Miura, it's his right arm, there. They did it by themselves with trucks and
I'm always begging people. I mean, like, I sound like an idiot because I'm like, oh, we should do that here, we should do that in other places, and people find excuses and stuff. Obviously, there's a lot of reasons why, liability or whatever. Like, they're madmen. I take people to Ebisu all the time, and sometimes people are like, I'm not doing this. Like, they're scared. It's amazing.
The Minami, when you see it from video, you're like, yeah, man, you just, I got this. No, you're not. You need to do the Minami properly, and that a Japanese local guy says like that, you need 100 laps. Trust Federico.
Oh, you need more than that.
No,
I have more than
minimum.
Yeah, I was like, I have more than 1,000 laps and I'm still not good on it. Like in the rain, I'm decent, you know what I mean? But like in the dry, it's hard. So
Because
like,
he's too wild, you know?
No.
Because actually, like they say, you know, last corner, you know, of a Ibiza circuit, Minami, you have to kind of keep yourself, but the more you let go, the more you have a chance to do an amazing lap. Just coming out of the jump, you can't just floor it. You know that. I mean, on the drive with a powerful car, you can't floor it. You floor it when you land, then you floor it. But when you're coming out of the hill that you still don't know where you are, you know, and you think, am I gonna go like directly in the little tower where the guy is? You know, like, am I gonna shoot like straight like that?
do you like it with the blocks on entry? You know, like you have to swerve around, or you like it without the blocks?
Without the block,
Without the
wild
blocks?
and free, wild and free. You know, or you know where you have to be, or you're screwed. Wild and free, without the blocks, guys. Don't be scared.
Okay, so I love Ebisu. How many days have you driven at Ebisu, do you think?
Huh?
Just like a guess. I would guess I probably have about 80 now. That I've 80 days of driving on the track.
80 days of
80,
driving.
yeah.
You're not far from me, man. Like,
No way. I go for a long time though. I go for a month sometimes, and I'll be on track for 17 days. It's the coolest place on earth.
It is. Maybe I do for 400-ish days.
400 days?
Yeah.
Holy cow! So that's
because
a lot.
the winter,
Yeah.
doing school. Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay, what's your favorite experience from driving in D1 and stuff? Or you can take the conversation any direction you want. I'm just trying to prod you.
Yeah. The one favorite battle was, I'm thinking, like a real nice one. Maybe me and Matsui in Ibiza. Like we came down pretty hot, like really hot. He had a better performance when he was leading, but it was nice. We came out. I mean, I said if he just like has a hiccup, I'm gonna just do like that. It was perfect, beautiful time. I remember like now. That was a beautiful. There's some actions more than battles. I have some actions in my head. A beautiful backward entry in China in the Red Bull Championship. I mean, I was backing it in, waving to the photographers. Those when you're like you have the car perfectly on you. That was a beautiful one. And yeah, I got many memories. At the same time, I'm so still into the hustle of making it happen. That probably
everyone is with drifting.
That probably when I will like finish the professional driving, then I sit down and I remember everything so clear. Plus today, today we're starting to be in the zone. If you understand what I mean, I take it pretty serious. So favorite moment was like my last lap 10 minutes ago of the session. I swear like
Really?
Yeah, that was a great lap actually. Really nice. And the car is really moving, beautiful.
What's the best drift car? Is this it?
No, not now.
Your Subaru, like the Team Orange car, a different car you have?
Guys,
What's the best chassis?
an S chassis.
You think so? That's
It's like a bicycle.
Chelsea will fight you over that. He'll want E36.
True. I mean, nobody misunderstand, okay? Especially my colleagues, but they love me. They will not misunderstand. E36. 13 already she is a little bit grumpy to stay on a very smooth line, but she does amazing transitions, right? But E36, E46, S14, S15, guys, I mean, you say, now, good, turn, she turns. You call home, you check your mails.
Because it's so easy to drive.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
And then you build an FD car and they're very difficult to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're so much faster.
Yes.
So how much horsepower does it make?
920 to the wheel.
Is it a built motor?
No, it's a GDO motor.
And is it reliable?
Very.
Okay, it's gonna get a little bit loud, but we're just gonna keep going. Sorry, audience. So this is the first motor in there?
No, it's the second. It's
Second?
Only head gasket last year.
Okay.
Because.
But you're not tossing motors in a constant.
No, it's very reliable. No. Let's give a big.
It's all
credit.
aftermarket arms all the way around? Aftermarket control arms?
Yeah, personally made them all.
Okay. Is it the stock differential?
No, it's a Hollinger 6th gear.
Okay.
It's a transaxle Hollinger.
Oh, okay.
Amazing gearbox.
So it's the best.
Yes.
And does it require a lot of maintenance, or is it amazing?
No, not really, to be honest. Oh well, I mean, oil maintenance, of course.
Yeah.
You have to keep it always nice and tight.
But you're not pulling it out constantly and redoing it?
No, absolutely not. My motto is the fuel and tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise it's not fun, your job.
But that's crazy, because you would think a Ferrari would be way more work than fuel and tires.
No, because people that buy Ferraris treat them really bad. For Ferraris, guys, treat the Ferraris better. They will last, they will be less expensive for the maintenance.
I don't think we have Ferrari owners watching this channel.
We give the message to the daddies watching these channels that have a Ferrari. Somebody is there, I'm sure.
Why not a Lamborghini or something?
Because Ferrari, I feel she's more Italian in this, especially now. But Lamborghini is very Italian.
Because it's German owned now?
Kind of.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, to be honest, but also because I have reasons that I wanted to choose this on what I'm working in backstage, on getting more tight with this brand and with FCA.
Okay.
I can't tell you more because otherwise I have to flash you like Men in Black.
That would be useful, just like all the painful memories I have.
Bye, boof.
I need one of those every time I throw a rocker arm.
Yeah, like at the end of this video, just look better, guys, boof, and they don't remember anything, you know. But you get the views anyway.
That's cool that you're gonna have something to announce and everything and get to work with Ferrari more.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to talk about? Like something that excites you? What are you passionate about? What makes you excited about drifting? Because you've done so much, you can talk about so many things.
Really, you can completely express yourself. The car is like a jacket because how you make her move. We have many, not different driving, because when I hear, different driving style, no, it's just the driver is different and expresses his driving in a different way. More aggressive, less aggressive on the throttle, more flicky, less flick, you know, all this. And I think it's the most beautiful way to express yourself with a car. And
to drive a Ferrari.
Fiorella is very special, right? And she needed me because it's a very special and alive car, and only a crazy, stubborn like me could take a challenge like that.
Do you realize that you speak completely differently about your car than the Americans or anyone else here? No one talks with any passion about their car or loves the car. It's only there to get them to do what they need to do so they can beat on it. It's replaceable. You know what I mean? Like you treat it like a person almost.
She is. It's Fiorella.
Yeah.
No, serious. I mean,
you might be the only one that has a name for their car here.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure some people have names.
For the drift cars?
Yeah.
But I mean, well, they have a soul. Every car has a soul. Okay. And trust me, guys, every car has a soul. This car is alive. So before I tell you one thing, like I make you one compliment. So before I was involved in this project, I only knew how to change tires, brake pads, oil, and filter of oil.
Wow.
I'm not joking.
Through that many years of professional drifting. Wow.
Yes.
So you're a arrive and drive driver.
Yes.
Get in the car, drive.
Yes, and about setup. So I knew how to tell you what the car needed, like exactly, and I would save things from braking, things from falling apart, like, I hear a vibration, I think it's over there. Sugoi, you know, like they're very super happy find it. So don't misunderstand me, I'm not a I don't care, just let me drive. No, no, no. I just always actually lacked of confidence. I never wanted to do my stuff because I always said, oh, you're gonna break it, you're gonna over torque it or leave it loose, or I always underestimated that. Now, I can probably in 50 hours take it down to bolt and nuts for you by myself. And put it back in another 50.
That's
because
impressive.
I had to learn, because I mean you try something like this so new. You can't even blame people for doing huge mistakes or tries, but huge mistakes or tries are expensive. You understand? So it started in Japan, as you know, the car. And when the car arrived, it was a started project. So I had to strip the car back because it was done as a concept of a demo car, like his Lamborghini. But this was supposed to be a competition car. So when I saw that after a year and a half, a lot of people had wandered around the car, and I was responsible for the car, but I had investors that were giving me a chance, trusting me, and all the years that all the years that are so charming, as you say, all my years of around the world, people give trust on that. So I had a big responsibility. When I started seeing things not coming together at after a certain time, not a day, at a certain time, I swear, I started step by step. She's been a very, very, very strict school. Oh my God. But for me, she's like now the ABC of the car. Like, this is a car. It's a V12. It's the most simple engine in the world. First, I tell you this.
That's the most simple engine?
That's the most beautiful and simple engine in the world.
Oh, wow.
It's beautiful and simple.
Yeah?
Bellissimo. Perfect engine. That's not an engine, it's an art. It's an art. No, serious. It has no subframe. It's like a formula, because you can check after that we give a look. All the upper and lower arms are attached to the chassis. Okay. If she has something not working, she does not forgive nothing. She needs that many liters of water going around per minute, otherwise she overheats staying at idle. She needs that much scoop, not more, not less. More, you rip it off. And of course, also aesthetically is the limit. Less, she overheats also running. I mean, nothing that you see is just like, just made as a try on her. So she taught me like aerodynamics, fluids, fly-by-wire. I had to learn how all the impulse of all the damn spark plugs work, and also how important are some sensors to have all the data, to even be more precise on things. I mean, she taught me really the ABC, and that's why when I see her, she's like really like alive. I love her.
He's now going to show us how this Ferrari works, because there's a ton of little special parts that I didn't realize existed until he said. So like these subframe, there's no subframe. The control arms are simply attached to the chassis, and the chassis is this crazy aluminum thing. Like, he's going to have to tell us about it. This is completely out of my wheelhouse. Look at this chassis. This thing is nuts.
The chassis is all in aluminum and hand welded. And if you come maximum here, careful the hood, come here. So you can see that the engine starts after the center of the wheel, OEM position. Perfection, simple perfection. Careful the hood. Well, double purchase nitrous with 12 injectors. I'm becoming too much American. That's good, but 12 injectors, guys. I could have been a little bit more calm, right?
It's a Ferrari. You don't need to be calm.
Yeah. So doors and upper side panels are OEM. The front fenders and rear fenders, we personally did them. They started the design and some samples in Japan of the body kit, and then we finished it in Italy. It was quite different but similar. All fiberglass and carbon. She weighs less than all of you looking are imagining.
I heard 2,900 pounds with you in it. Is that correct? Do you do pounds or is it kilograms?
Bye. I have nothing else. You ask him how's the car. Yes, confirm.
Was that's correct?
2990 with me inside.
Wow. That's lighter than the Corvette out here.
That's why we're moving this year that way.
Yeah.
Right. Rear radiator. Because I wanted to take it out from the hood for the heat and stuff. Carbon scoop, carbon wing, chromoly bash bars. Chromoly bash bars. How American that sounds. Yeah. Then I have super light forged OZ wheels matched with Nexen tires. These things are amazing. They're made only on order and I'm developing them. They weigh 7 kilos. And yeah, really nice this season with the Nexen tires. They're fitting the car and my driving pretty nice. I personally, you want to laugh, guys? You're gonna laugh. A beautiful Home Depot front windshield, personally made by me. It's beautiful or not, guys? With
like
this
the
little
windshield
black
wiper.
touch, it looks like, you know, it just becomes expensive. You just have to give touches to the things. Front wiper, this is a GT style. Why all GT cars keep the wiper like that? Because it cuts the wind better, right? Because if you keep the wiper like this, it just catches the wind.
Oh.
Huh?
That's new. I didn't know that.
And we went about all around Fiorella. All the interior is Sparco, all my gear is Sparco. Hollinger gearbox, you already know that. OEM engine. And a lot of love. A lot of love, guys. Yep.
Do you ever just want to like
Shout to the sky and beg to pass top 32? Yes, often.
I was gonna say, like, go full American, because like when I go to Japan,
Yeah,
I want to
right.
drive I want to drive a Japanese car.
I already know.
You don't want to drive a Corvette?
I would steal now Chelsea's Mustang. Now or
Yeah.
Bond. Like now. Like just to, you know, with no care. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sure you will see that, Chelsea. I would like your car for a lap, please.
Oh, I have another good question. Is this different than Japanese drifting with like how much grip is in the cars? Are these cars way grippier and way different?
Huh. Well, the Japanese cars were grippier of setup. Here it's setup and tire. Okay. The tires in Japan are amazing as they're amazing here, right? But here with the higher shoulder, you guys got that drag effect of the shoulder kind of bending, you know, and giving you that forward bite, right? That in Japan with the smaller tire, okay, shorter shoulder, right? It has less immediate jump bite. So they go a lot on suspension setup, right? But the last year I did the 1GP was 2015, and the cars had hell of a grip already.
Yeah.
With a 35 shoulder.
They run crazier, stickier tires too, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why, you know, the fact that here they have a 40, it balances.
But over there, they're just as grippy, basically.
Yeah,
Like, they're fast.
Yes.
So you like Formula D better than D1 now?
Don't say that.
Don't say
Don't say that. No, it's not true.
Okay.
Now, in this moment of my life, this is where I want to be.
Okay.
Is that like an answer?
No, it makes sense.
You know, I mean, I've been, you know, I'm a little bit really, how do you say, angry with myself. And you said it when we met before, you know, in the past years, and still now, I'm lacking of social media, but that is in my culture because I've been grown like don't brag, don't brag, don't brag. That
Be classy.
you understand?
Yeah.
So
Be
it's hard
classy
like
with the Ferrari.
it's hard like yeah, good morning.
You say that, and then you drive a yellow Ferrari.
You're right, but
On
when
nitrous.
when I'm there, I have no mercy
Yeah.
for dignity. You understand? Because it's part of my job, being a showman. But in the everyday life, it's very difficult because this is my everyday life. And also, I think like, oh, like let me put no. Maybe make somebody Grand Prix this morning. They had a wrong morning. Don't post that. Like I swear, I'm at that level.
Yeah.
Still,
Did you
I
not
should
learn
not give. You know, I should not care
Yeah.
a little bit and show more.
Did you not learn to be more of a showman when you were in D1? You know what I mean? Like they were
Different way.
different way.
Different way. So showman on the track. You
Yeah.
know, but I just told you before, they're lacking still now social media
Yeah.
back in Japan. That's why on social media,
I definitely think they're lacking in social media, and there might be a bunch of simple issues, like possibly the average age of a drifter there in D1 is much older
yes,
than what
Yes.
would normally be a social media person, and they've already made their money, so they're not so hungry,
See.
and they're not coming up. Is that accurate?
it's accurate
I don't
and
know.
it's in the culture really also.
They're much more subdued.
Yes,
Yeah.
also to not brag too much, conservative,
So Americans
too much.
brag too much.
No, don't say that. She tried to get the Japanese pissed off with me, and I just manjied it like, up, Now he's trying on the American side. At all, no, you guys don't brag. You are showman. You're born showman. Then there is people that take it as a job. Make a career of it. Actors, singers, drivers. It's very nice how colorful you are.
Yeah.
And actually, I feel I fit here now more than what it would be now with all the energy I have inside, because I've been kept in a good way in a jar from Team Orange in a crystal jar. You understand?
Yeah.
And
No, it's like the cream of the crop.
well,
Yeah.
So they now are very proud to see what I'm doing. I mean, many things that you see, maybe 70% of the things that you see in the paddock and everything are taught by them to me. Car, check the car, what to check, what to do, even if it's like, if for sure it's okay, check it, and all this stuff. And also the atmosphere, we all sit down together and eat. That's really similar, the Japanese and Italian style. They pretty match on the importance they give to food. And
Yeah, you have a table in here. Like most people don't realize you have a.
yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah. This becomes like a little bit more hospitality, The big work is done outside. So, yeah.
All right, I think we're basically done. My interviews always go so long. I'm sorry, but you're so interesting. So it's
such a pleasure
fun to
talking
talk.
to you because you take me out stuff,
Is there anything you want to talk about, like before we end? I don't want to
Man,
cut you off.
I'm good.
Cool.
To be honest, I'm really good.
Thank you so much. That
I'm
was a
sure
great
it won't
interview.
be the first and the last.
All right, I hope to see you at Ebisu someday and drive
Yeah,
with you.
come on.
Do you keep a car there?
Yes, I have a purple S14, glittered,
Oh
with
man,
a big wing.
It's probably fast then.
No,
My car is real slow. Yeah. I've been meaning to build a car and ship it
300
over there.
horsepower.
That's fast in an S chassis there.
Oh.
No, it is.
He knows, yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Like I
Compared to
drive
a
a stock
stock
JZX 100 with
Well,
with
to
full
8.
suspension and stuff. Yeah.
Well,
But I mean, it's slower than S chassis.
yeah, but
S chassis are
if you like look at the boost controller with your car, you're like, you're like,
I never do. The tires are
He
expensive, and I
didn't
don't
even
want
know
the
he had one last week.
Yeah.
But he had it for like years, and he didn't even know he had one.
I drive. Sai and I were there last year, and we realized we went, I think, a whole week without opening the hood to
Yeah.
check the oil or do anything. A whole week.
blah 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 blah.
Driving
blah,
every
blah,
day.
blah, blah, blah.
Every day. All right, we'll leave you alone. Thank you so much. Bye.
Ciao.
First of all, I want to thank Federico so much for this interview. I've been doing so many interesting interviews over the years, and as I do them, it's so amazing how much history and culture and everything else is wrapped up in drifting and all the people in it. And there's so many amazing experiences that I wasn't even aware of. So as I do an interview on someone, typically I might research them a little bit, watch some YouTube videos, do whatever, ask some people about them, try to come up with some good questions to ask and kind of relate to them and everything. And then during the editing process, I'll go through and further watch a lot of videos. I'll try and research some things they talk about. And with this guy, as I researched more and more, he's done so many amazing things, and so many of them were kind of before a lot of things got recorded well. So there might not be a lot of things to find on him. Same with a lot of the Chinese drifting that people do. We might not really be able to search it very well online. A lot of the option videos weren't, they're not accessible to us online. So he's been at 40 D1 events. But this particular clip is something going on in China. He is obviously some type of awesome driver internationally going over there, doing something with Red Bull. It's a huge, huge ordeal. He's just, this whole video is insane if you're seeing it as I talk. He just has been able to do so many amazing things within drifting that he is as OG as you get and deserves so much respect and interest from people. And the fact that he's drifting a Ferrari and developing it and doing something so difficult, he could be out there just in a JZ, S13 trying to be competitive in Formula D, which might make more sense in some ways. But he's trying to push a Ferrari program, which is long-term thinking, where he wants to be a part of the parent company. He wants to be a Ferrari driver. He wants to push the sport in a certain way. He's thinking long term, where he's thinking 10 years down the road, he wants to be like, a factory backed Ferrari top tiered team in a world class sport if drifting grows like that. It's so cool to see people push the sport forward and be very forward thinking. So I really want to just thank him for all of his time and everything. And I hope you enjoyed the interview. And I think he's really, really interesting. I hope I get to go see him in Italy sometime. And I hope I also get to drive with him at Ebisu, because he looks like somebody I could really, really learn a lot from. And of course, I'll be at the next Lone Star Drift event. So if you guys see me, come say hi. And I would love to meet you. And have a great day. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.